Out of Connecticut, where they are in shock and in mourning after the shooting rampage. Let's go to ABC's Taman Bradley with the very latest from Newtown. Taman.
Good morning. Any minute we expect that police will release the names of the victims as this community begins to process the unimaginable horror of students lost at school. It all started on a seemingly ordinary day in the most unlikeliest of places, a sleepy New England town, one of the worst mass shootings in this nation's history.
Sandy Hook School. Caller's indicating she thinks there's someone shooting in the building.
Authorities say 20-year-old Adam Lanza, seen here as a teenager, headed to Sandy Hook Elementary School wearing a bulletproof vest and armed with a semi-automatic assault rifle and at least 2 high-powered pistols like these. This morning, authorities say they've recovered more than 3 weapons.
Everyone was scared. A really big kid inside my class, I've never seen him cry, and he was crying. It was really scary for all of us.
Hours before, police say Lanza had shot his mother at her home and then headed to the school where he killed 26 people, mostly children, and then himself. After the rampage ended, teachers led the students single file from the schoolhouse to a nearby fire station.
We got in the line and we had to close our eyes. And we all put our hands on other people's shoulders, and then our teacher held the first person's hand and she let us out.
Frantic parents arrived at the school simply hoping to find their children alive.
Heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Authorities are still searching for answers.
We'll go backwards as far as we have to go in this investigation, and hopefully we'll stumble on answers.
They're also questioning Adam's brother Ryan and father Peter, trying to determine what led to the killing spree. Residents of Newtown say the horror still doesn't seem real.
It's like, should I be pinched to see if it really is real? And it's just heart-wrenching.
Feels like a dream, and a bad dream.
It's a nightmare.
Some of the bodies have been moved from the school. We expect that the rest will be removed later today. There are also reports that Connecticut does not have enough medical examiners to perform autopsies and will ask other states for help. Reporting live in Sandy Brook, Taman Bradley, ABC News. Now,
and this morning we are hearing from a Sandy Hook kindergartner teacher who describes the moments she knew there was trouble.
So you could hear what sounded like pops, gunshots. Of course, I'm not going to tell that to 5-year-olds, so I said to them, well, we're going over in a safe area, and we're going to, we read a story, and we kept them calm, did a lockdown drill, closed the doors, locked, covered the windows, and, kept the children with us.
Fulmer says she didn't know exactly what was going on until the troopers arrived in her classroom. They helped her safely evacuate her 19 students.
Families gathered at a church in Newtown last night to mourn the 28 people killed in this shooting. A memorial mass was held at the Lima Roman Catholic Church. Residents also lit candles and signed a giant card for the victims' families. Connecticut's governor spoke at a vigil calling the shooting a test of faith.
And in his weekly address this morning, President Obama called on the entire country to stand together to support those affected by the shooting.
As a nation, we have endured far too many of these tragedies in the last few years. An elementary school in Newtown, a shopping mall in Oregon, a house of worship in Wisconsin, a movie theater in Colorado, countless street corners in places like Chicago and Philadelphia. Any of these neighborhoods could be our own. So we have to come together, and we're going to have to take meaningful action to prevent more tragedies like this from happening, regardless of politics.
The president says he and his wife, Michelle, are, quote, doing what I know every parent is doing, holding their children as close as we can and reminding them how much we love them.